Let's go over all the hard work and the inspired ideas that went into the new medical air plant. To give you a clear idea of this great piece of engineering, we've simulated a production environment. Remember, when you're on a real production line, make sure to wear safety shoes and a reflective vest.
First of all, what is it? A medical air plant is a combination of compressors, vessels, purifiers and a control system. We're going to take a look at each of these elements in detail. Let's hear what our project leader has to tell about them.
Let's start with the compressors. We have used only proven and tested stable technology and components in this medical air plant, such as these GA compressors. This makes this an extremely reliable package. The GA compressor has been designed specifically to meet the requirements of the medical markets. That is why we've added additional safety protections. Even in case of a single fault condition, the air supply is always assured. For a hospital, the redundancy aspect is crucial. That is why the ISO 7396 standard obliges you to have a minimum of 2 backup units available. That means that in most cases for a system with 3 compressors, only 1 compressor will be running and the other 2 will be in standby mode in case of an emergency. These compressors can either be fixed speed or VSD compressors. The variable speed drive is an option that is certainly worth considering. The VSD compressors tune their output flow exactly to the air demand of the hospital. This saves on energy and is therefore the sustainable solution for hospitals that are concerned with the health of the environment, not only that of their patients. You also need 2 medical dryers. We call them purifiers. One active purifier and another one as a backup. This provides the necessary redundancy to be able to cope with all unforeseen circumstances. With this in mind, we have developed our advanced medical dryer, the Med Plus. It is the first Atlas Copco medical purifier that can be managed remotely by a central controller. In this concept, we only run 1 purifier at the same time, which ultimately saves on consumables and reduces the amount of service interventions. This purifier is also certified as a medical device. That's no surprise, because it delivers air of the highest quality. It does so by implementing 7 steps. Let's take a look at that process in detail.
There are 7 steps to ensure quality medical air. The untreated air that enters the system can contain all kinds of pollutants, from dust to water. First, a water separator and pre- and fine coalescing filters remove free water and particles down to 0.01 micron and eliminate oil droplets down to 0.01 ppm. The next step features a heatless desiccant dryer. It reduces moisture content to a pressure dew point of -40 degrees Celsius, -40 degrees Fahrenheit, removing any risk of condensation, bacteria and mold growth. Steps 5 and 6 are a dual cleaning stage. This stage includes activated carbon to eliminate all hydrocarbons, for example oil vapor and smells. A catalyst then converts CO into CO2. The last step is a bacterial filter at the outlet. That filter removes bacteria and particles that may have been introduced in the desiccant stages down to 0.01 micron.
Sustainable productivity is Atlas Copco's baseline, also when it comes to medical solutions. The new medical air plant is very energy efficient, thanks to the use of several smart technologies. The Med Plus, for instance, is supplied with purge control. This saves up to 70% of compressed air during times of low demand, overnight for example. The good news is that this is a standard feature on our purifiers. Ease of use was another major concern. We implemented a clear graphical display that supports various languages. In addition, this machine is simple to install, thanks to the CAN communication technology with external connectors. Who's the boss? Well, it would be this central controller. Our ES Medical Central Controller was specifically developed to control the medical air plant. It is based on the Mark V platform and is the most efficient way to monitor and control multiple compressors and purifiers. We have put a lot of effort in a new user-friendly interface. The controller gives you all the relevant information about the complete air plant, alarms, service warnings, dew point, pressure, and much more. Connectivity is very important these days. This controller supports a wide range of communication protocols, such as Modbus and Profibus. In addition, the controller has an Ethernet connection with built-in web browser. That means you can monitor your air plant from any location in the world. This is standard, not an option. In a normal situation, the ES Medical Central Controller is the master, and the compressors and purifiers will act like slaves, listening to their master. In an abnormal situation, for example, a malfunction of the central controller, the compressors and the purifiers will start to run in local mode. This function is called the emergency forced local function, and it's a very important feature for medical units. It gives the hospital peace of mind. Thanks to this function, the compressors will always start, even if the central controller is not working properly. In addition, the ES Medical Central Controller makes sure all compressors will have the same amount of running hours after a longer time period, which makes it easier to service. Finally, special attention was given to complying with regulations. The new central controller complies with all medical alarms and monitoring requirements according to the ISO standard. No additional blocks or alarm panels are required.
We've made it clear by now. This medical air plant has a lot of clear advantages. First of all, Atlas Copco is a one-stop shop for medical solutions. We manufacture our own compressors and medical dryers. That makes us stand out from the competition. There are no more visits from different suppliers and no more discussions and collisions between them. With Atlas Copco, there's only one contact person. Secondly, when starting up a gas system in a hospital, the legal aspects can be challenging. To simplify those legal requirements, Atlas Copco has created a commissioning protocol. In fact, the new medical air plant comes pre-certified from the factory. This saves the hospital a lot of work and guarantees them peace of mind. Finally, Atlas Copco not only has the medical products. We have more aces up our sleeve because we can also offer a unique service. Atlas Copco is globally present, so support is always right around the corner.